What's up, guys? We're back again today with another great video, and today we're actually going to be cleaning up some of my LED glow advanced 3 million kit. Like I said in the last video where we installed the strut bar, if you guys hadn't seen that, go ahead and click up here right now. You'll see it come across. Go ahead and watch that. It was a pretty cool, simple install. But anyway, so today we're actually going to clean up the underglow a little bit. Like I said before, there's kind of a gap up here in the front. They're not on right now, of course, because we actually got them unhooked, but there's a little gap in between the wheel and the side skirt that I don't like up here, and then there's a dark space back there too. So I bought some extension lights for the sides, and then I actually went ahead and we have, see, the circle ones are the old style. If you watch, there's another video about this on my channel, and it's showing the difference between the old style and the new style. The new ones are a little bit more sleek. I have one around here somewhere. You'll see it in a minute. But so I'm going to go ahead, and I have a new style in the bottom grill down here. We're going to put one in the top grill, and we're also going to go ahead and put a new one underneath this front strut bar, so everything will be back to normal. And you know, you can see it glowing through the hood where I have you know, the inserts right here. So anyway, let's go ahead and we'll start pulling this wire back out, because we're not going to use this one anymore, and we'll start putting the new wires in. And I'll show you guys how I routed everything. There's actually another firewall hole over here where your passenger side glove box is, so it's really cool. You can run wires through there and it's a lot easier. But anyway, let's go ahead and we'll get into it. Alright, so before we start adding the extensions down the sides, we're going to go ahead and pull this old tube out. So I'm going to show you guys how we ran the wires from the inside, and I'm going to cut our zip ties loose and start feeding it back out this way. Alright guys, so now we're inside, and I'm going to have to take off the glove box. So to do this, I'm going to have to use both hands, but I'm going to explain it. Take your hand right here and pull in, and you'll feel this clip kind of come out. And then you're going to do the same on this side and pull in, but do it at the same time with both hands, and then it should pull, it should fall down, and then you can just pull straight out. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, so this kind of looks like a little bit of a mess right now, but we're going to clean it up by the end of the video. So what I've actually done is I've taken electrical tape that's colored, and I've marked each of them off so I know exactly which one runs where, and then I have it in my phone to where it tells me which one goes to where, so that way when I have a problem or I have to replace one, I know how to, or where to go to get it out. So now we're going to go ahead, and the green red one is the one we're going to go ahead and take out. So I'm going to go ahead and just untape all of this, and I'm going to get it undone off camera, and then when we start pulling it out, I'll show you where we ran it through. Alright guys, so I got everything untaped and kind of uncooled, so now we can go ahead and start pulling it out. But like I said, first I'm going to show you where it's ran. So if you look down here, right here's where you replace your cabin filter. So if you look right back here, there's actually a little piece of carpet that's cut. And I know it's hard to see, it's hard to get light back there, but if you pull this back open, you'll actually see kind of like a rubber grommet. And I actually can't remember if we put the rubber grommet in there or if it was already there, but there's a hole that runs through out to your car, or out to the engine bay right there, and it has no wires in it from stock. So anyway, so that's where I've got all the wires running through, and then once you get them ran through, you can put that piece of carpet back over it, and it looks really clean. So now we'll go back out in the engine bay, and I'll show you where it comes out at. Alright guys, so now we're in the engine bay, and if you can see right back there, barely in the camera, it's hard to get it because it's so dark, you'll see those black wires running up, and that hole actually comes out right here behind where your strut is. So you've kind of got to, it's better if you can have a way to feed your wires from the inside out this way, and then you can kind of see them coming out from right here, because it will hit that strut and kind of turn it this way. I'm trying to see if I can get a better angle on the light. So yeah, you can see it right there. See those 3 or 4 wires that are running back through? So they go right back behind there and then go into that hole that I just showed you guys. So this is what we used to get it through. This fish tape, or you can call it a snake. You can kind of bend this metal curved, so that way when you come through the hole, it'll kind of make it go this way. And then if you have a partner or a friend, they can reach back there and grab it and then pull it straight out here, and then you can, you know, tape your wires on and then run them back through. Also, when you're running them back through, where these have the USB connectors on them, let me see right here. So where these lights have the USB connectors on them, of course, you know, it's a bigger piece coming through. So when you're pulling it back through, kind of watch, and you can kind of reach your fingers through the hole where that grommet is and try to grab the front of this and line it up. Because if not, then it'll pull off your fish tape and you'll have to feed it back out again and start over. So anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to start feeding the wire to this tube back out and then put our new one in. So another thing you guys can do is pull off your plastic valve cover, because as you can see, it opened it up a lot more. Now I can kind of show you. Still kind of hard to see, but in my eyes, not through the camera, I can see where they're going in at. It's right back here, and really until you have wires coming out of it, you can't even tell there's a hole there from the outside. So that's why I was saying, again, run your snake from the inside and then bring it through right here, and just have a friend or somebody reach back here and they can either grab the snake or whatever you're using to run it through with, and then pull it out this way. Alright guys, so I have my dad out here being my assistant. He's going to pull the bar out, and inside I've got the wire right here, and we went ahead and we just tied a string to it so we won't have to run the snake down, so that way we'll already have a line pulled from this old one. So now he's going to pull it out. I'm going to have to uncut this loop that we put in it right here, and then I'm going to, right when it gets to the USB, like I said before, just put your hands back in there and kind of shove it through the grommet, because it'll be kind of tight if you have a bunch of wires coming through. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and the next thing you'll see is it being out. Alright guys, so we got the old tube out right here, and as you can see, so this is the old style advanced 3 million, and then the new style, they're like the SMD, so they're not the individual colors like how these are. And I actually made another video about this, actually comparing these all together, so you guys can check that out if you want to. I might be able to put it up right here right now. If you want to check that out later, you can come back to this part of the video and click there. So what I actually done to get an extension is I got these. So as you can see, they're built a little bit different, and they mount like this. So these are the advanced 3 million, but they're actually for the wheel wells, so they're meant to go up in, like curve across right here, so they're like flexible. So that way you can bend them up in your wheel wells if you wanted to. But as you can see, if I was to do that, the wheels would either hit them or you know, you wouldn't really get any light. So what I did is you can buy these the same size as this, which is a little bit smaller. So this would be a normal front tube, and you can tell the different length right here. So these are a little bit shorter, and I could have got these like those, but the way that I figured out the pricing is these were actually a little bit cheaper with my discounts and stuff from Ledglow, for me just to get all four wheels and then get another computer with it, than it was for me to just order, you know, like 3 of the grill pieces. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to use these flexible ones that are meant for the wheels to extend the sides right here, the side on the other side, and then we're going to use it for the strut bar right here as well, because as you can see, the strut bar kind of bends right here, and we'll be able to take that and flex it with it so it'll stay hid underneath. Alright guys, so we've got our pull string ready, and we've taped it up right here. I put it on like the shiny part of the USB and then kind of taped it down so it'll keep it straight, and then tied it back here, because you don't want it to go in crooked like this, or you won't be able to, I mean, even with your fingers going through, you're not going to be able to grab it. So try to tape it like this, or tape it to where the USB will pull into it straight. Alright, so now I'm going to go inside and pull it through. Alright guys, so the wire ran back really good. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this valve cover back on, and then we're going to mount the light underneath, because once this light's underneath here, this valve cover, it'll be about impossible to get it back slid over, because it's already pretty hard with this new strut bar on here. So I actually unscrewed the front bolts to try to make it a little bit easier to pull up. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then zip tie it on top here. Alright guys, so like I said a couple times, is we were just going to zip tie it up to here, kind of just to do it really quick, and then later on we were thinking about making like a metal piece come down and dropping it under. But after we got looking at it, we can actually put this light bar right up here, and it takes away this space right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill this side in to right here, and I'm going to actually go back on the last video where we put this strut bar in and see exactly where the motors are back here so we don't hit anything. And then on this side we're actually going to use this little, and I actually already had screw holes where the other one was mounted. You can't really see them, but anyway, they're right there. And we're actually going to run this in and see we got this plastic spacer on it to where it'll bring it out even to right here, and then it'll run right across, and the back will touch this OEM bolt that's right here. And then the metal actually comes back out this way, and we're going to drill it right here. The other thing I was going to tell you guys to do is, so on a TC, the engine's not exactly in the center of the engine bay. So go ahead and measure your whatever light bar you're going to have and kind of see where the center is. We found the center of mine right here, and then this bolt right here on your valve cover is actually the center of the engine bay. Even though it looks kind of weird, we actually measured it from fender to fender, and right here is pretty much center. So that's where we're going to put it at. So it'll look off center from the strut bar, but it'll actually be center in the car. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to drill this in, and then I'll show you guys how it looks after we're done. Alright guys, so as you can see, it's all mounted up now. It looks a lot better. We actually shut down the hood, and if I wasn't filming with a GoPro, I could actually show you, but even though this light bar is a lot smaller than the old one, because the old one used to run all the way from over here all the way to right here where the brake fluid goes in at. And I don't know if it was the way that it was tilted or the way we had it mounted before, but you could not see as much light coming through the grills right here. But now you can see everything inside the engine bay, and that's exactly how I wanted it. So when I'm going to shows and stuff, you can look down here and you can see the engine bay really good. So hopefully when we have a turbo or whatever else in here that we have, we can go to meets and people can see the inside of it without the hood even being open. So, and the other thing that I was going to tell you guys is use a washer and then a lock washer on this side, so that way you won't have to worry about it ever backing out. So that's another thing that we did. And we only put the spacer, the black spacer, on this side. This side we just screwed it straight in. Alright guys, so here's today's t-shirt question. What is my hometown? That last little clip might have helped you. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or anything, I posted a little piece up last night that actually shows that on it. It was actually this decal right here. So go ahead down in the comments and put my hometown, where I'm from, and then go ahead and put your Instagram name or your Facebook name, so that way I can contact you to get your t-shirt. Also, this is going to be the wrap up of this video. I hope this video helped you guys out if you're going to put some underglow underneath your engine bay, or if you guys are wanting to do underglow or anything like that. Hopefully that will show you where I hit all my wires at and stuff. That's a really cool place, because I didn't even know about it until I actually started just looking around. We were going to actually put a hole there ourselves until we found that one from factory. So anyway guys, I hope this video helped you all out. I'm sorry that the video did come late. I've been working a lot, a bunch of 12-hour shifts and stuff for the NFL draft. That is actually Thursday. So we should have a video Thursday. Worst case scenario, I'll put one out on Friday instead, where I was a day late today. But anyway, I'll still be making you guys some videos. I just got to make that money so we can buy some more stuff to do some more stuff to the cars. But anyway, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out, and remember, build your masterpiece.